All right, here's something quick. There's an AI skill almost everybody overlooks, and once you see what it actually does, you won't look at this whole space the same way. And no, it's not prompt engineering. That had its moment. It was cute. It made good TikToks. But when something gets too easy too fast, it stops being special. Everybody can do it now. Your cousin, their friend, your co-worker who barely knows how to copy-paste. All of them think they're AI practitioners because they typed a sentence into a box. That's not where the real action is. The real skills, the ones every serious AI team needs, the ones companies will quietly pay for because they literally can't function without them, those live underneath the stuff the public sees. They're not glamorous, they're not hype bait, and you won't hear gurus trying to sell you a course on them because they actually take effort. But they're the foundation holding the whole thing up. Here's the first thing nobody explains. AI does not think. It reacts. Whatever data you feed it, that's what it becomes. And most companies, their data is a mess. It's unstructured, inconsistent, mislabeled, duplicated, biased, you name it. The kind of mess where if you trained a model directly on it, it would start spitting out answers that make you question whether the machine is haunted. So, somebody has to fix that. And that somebody is what I call the data whisperer. This lane is all about data cleaning, annotation, labeling, spotting weird biases in the dataset before the model copies them, generating synthetic data to fill gaps, all the invisible work nobody claps for. But every good model depends on. You know how people love flexing, I built a model? Yeah, none of that happens if the data underneath it is trash. And most companies don't have clean data, which means they need people who can fix it. Next lane, the AI archaeologists. This is the group that everyone underestimates. They're the ones plugging brand new AI systems into old, cranky, outdated infrastructure companies refuse to replace. You'd be shocked how many billion-dollar companies are still running on spreadsheets, legacy software, and systems built when flip phones were still cool. Someone has to bridge that gap. Someone has to make new tools talk to old systems. Someone has to troubleshoot all the weird conflicts nobody planned for. And guess what? Those people become irreplaceable. Then, you've got explainability, the folks who help humans understand why the model made a decision. Because companies don't just want AI that works, they want AI they can trust. Explainability is building visualizations, dashboards, sanity checks, alerts, breakdowns of how a model reached a conclusion. It's the skill of catching the weird stuff early, before it becomes an email that starts with, "Hey, we need to talk." Every regulated industry wants explainability now. Banking, healthcare, insurance, law. They need people who can translate the black box outputs into something that makes sense to the real world. And then there's the lane almost nobody talks about, human AI workflow design. This is where the future is going. Not AI doing everything, not humans doing everything, but workflows where each one does what it's good at. The AI handles the grunt work, the filtering, the first drafts, the repetition. Humans handle judgment, direction, style, ethics, taste, context. The important parts. If you can design that workflow, if you can build a system where humans and AI pass work back and forth cleanly, you become the person who increases output, cuts time, reduces errors, and makes everyone's job easier. That's not a nice-to-have skill. That's leverage. And if you want to get into these lanes without years of schooling, here's where you start. Work with messy data, not clean sample data, the ugly stuff. Learn one annotation tool, doesn't matter which one. Learn one bias detection tool. Again, pick whichever you can get your hands on. Train a small model. Watch it fail. Learn why it failed. Fix it. Repeat that cycle until you can predict what's going to break before it breaks. Then, pick a lane and go deep for 30 days. Doesn't need to be perfect. You just need to understand how it works at a practical level. Build 2 or 3 tiny projects. They don't need to blow anyone's mind. They just need to show that you know how the guts of this stuff actually operates. Because here's the truth. Nobody tells you. The loudest AI skills aren't the valuable ones. The real value is in the work people overlook, the stuff behind the curtain, the skills holding everything together while everyone else fights over who wrote the best prompt. If you learn these lanes, you won't just keep up with AI, you'll stay ahead of everyone still playing on the surface. All right, that's the whole picture.